Confronted by an expanse of solid concrete, Prairie residence may seem to the passerby like an impenetrable fortress. It's certainly a house that does little to give away its secrets.
Piers, it's on stilts. It's like a giant concrete treehouse.
Yes, it's just been dropped into the city. Climbing the bronze and steel staircase into the belly of this home, it's difficult to anticipate what we might find. Wow, I've come in from the city and all the hubbub and bustle, and I feel like I'm in Sri Lanka, not the centre of South Beach, Miami. I'm transported from all that noise, cars, congestion into what feels like some kind of walkway in a tree canopy. But also, I'm not really sure what's outside and what's inside. This is a house that opens up like no house I've ever seen. This ambiguity, the blurring between interior and exterior, only works for real where temperatures consistently hover between 20 and 30 degrees. But it's so cinematic. I mean, the light coming through those trees and bouncing off this water, it's kind of mesmeric. The pool is not only used to reflect light into the open house, but also for its cooling presence, using the overflow to create a striking wall of water below.
Oh, this is brilliant. To complete that sort of jungle theme, we've got a waterfall here. This wonderful curtain of water just coming down this beautiful rock. This is such an exciting way to enter a property. It's extraordinarily beautiful and very, very enticing. This home makes no apology for its opulence. It's a truly sensual place.
The architect's vision was to create an escape from the craziness of one of the world's busiest seafronts. His solution was to build an inward-facing home on stilts, consisting of a series of 3 separate buildings around a central courtyard and pool. The 2 smaller ones are self-contained bedroom suites with double-height ceilings and mezzanine floors. The largest building contains the main living room, kitchen and main bedroom. A lush green roof adds to the richness of the surrounding tree canopy and to the rich, sensual textures in every surface and every material.
I mean, if you are feeling overstimulated, this is a room to come and de-stimulate yourself in, isn't it?
Do you mean by having a lie down or something?
Yeah, I do. It's exactly what I mean.
I've got it first. The attention to detail is extraordinary. I mean, there's 3 different sorts of concrete in here. The ceiling is different from the walls, which are different from the floor.
It shows such love and affection for all the things he's used to build the house.
I mean, there's something about the way it's been crafted that is very special. I mean, everywhere we look, there's real skill, care, and joy, and passion.
This home is a showcase of high-end design. It takes someone who relishes perfection to commission work like this. The owner is Hanny Boutros, who uses the place as an escape from his day job, running a pharmaceutical company.
I fell in love with Miami over a decade ago, for the simple reason it reminded me so much of home. Lebanon, I was born and raised in Lebanon, so we grew up on the Mediterranean, of course, and the water. And to add the crazy nightlife, you know, Miami is the same thing like Beirut. So every time I come here, it's like I'm home.
It's one half. What's through this half?
This is my hideaway.
Ooh!
Yes. And then here you go, after you.
Thank you very much. Huge door.
So, this is my quiet Miami.
Your quiet Miami.
Yes. I lay there, I look at this, and I'm like, life is good.
Because it's quite frenetic as a city, isn't
right.
it?
But here you feel like you're completely removed. Like you can get away from that crazy, good crazy, and then you come home to this, just a relaxing moment, a quiet moment.
There is something almost cathedral-like in this bedroom, and its really high ceilings and the play of light on the solid materials create a reverential feeling. The man Hani asked to design his home was architect René Gonzalez, an old friend of 13 years who shared his passion for design.
I wanted to create a place where he can come and decompress and really feel tranquil. And when I thought about this project, I thought that I wanted it to have this monastic feel, to have this feel of a retreat. So the ceilings and the walls never touch. They always are separated by skylights that bring light down into the living spaces and create these spaces that go on forever.
This move to raise everything up off the ground into the tree canopy, is that about an experience of landscape or a more pragmatic concern?
The early American settlers raised their houses on stilts for the same reason we have to today, to address environmental issues. In Miami in particular, sea level rise is a major issue. And I think for architects, it's a responsibility that we need to embrace and be the creative leaders to address.
But it feels that you've woven some pavilions among some existing trees. Was that the case, or have you made all of this?
We had this wonderful banyan tree here when we started.
So this was a virgin site?
It was a completely open site with nothing other than this one tree. And the rest we brought in. We were really interested in creating a condition where water, the landscape, and the house would really be interlaced in a seamless way, where you could really flow from inside to outside and feel like you were in the trees.
This house brilliantly shows that you don't need lots of different materials to create a diverse range of textures.
As you notice from the house, the color palettes, the materials, I'm very keen on earthy in the feel and the touch, and I love
The textures
Yes.
are second to
Yes.
none.
Yes.
I mean, the bronze of the staircase, which is exactly the same colour as your eyes, by the way, is smooth and sensual. Then you've got this, which is kind of rippled, and I've never seen that done with marble before. The overriding sense here is that there is nothing left to chance. Everything has been thought about.
It was combining an architect that is, and excuse the word, the choice of words, I mean, a detail freak. And then you add to that a client that obsessed with detail. And then you trust your architect that they can design something that fits your personality and allow them to be as creative as they want to. This is what happened. I didn't come in with a set of rules. I just came up with a space that I would like to live in. And then you just do what you do best, is to create a masterpiece.
It may be the most important house I ever designed because it was really developed with an enormous amount of intensity and really love.
This house has everything. It has flamboyance with a precision and a craft and a care that you never see married to this theatre. And this house moves me enormously and moves on my own thinking about the power of architecture.
Florida has shown us some inspiring houses.
From marvellous sharp-edged modernism to the sheer indulgence of waterfront living, and the refined modesty of the simple homage to the glass pavilion. Whether it's this place or maybe the heat of the night, together they do strange things to a person.
Hey, Pierce! Is this too Miami?
What are you doing? You're not going swimming, are you? It's a reflection pool. You reflect. You don't swim in it.
Oh, don't be such an architect.
Such an actress.